What is up, AFC South fans? Wow, what a season it has been. Things are shaping up. We know two teams are now locked for the playoffs. Arguably, the two hottest teams in the NFL, certainly the two hottest teams in the AFC. Cannot wait to recap week 17. Look forward to the final week of the regular season and talk playoff football for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's right, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Let me bring in the fellas. We got Ruben, we got Derek, we got Michael, we got Dalton. Fellas, so good to see you. This is the order in which the division sits going into week 18. Dalton, I'll start with you, brother. How are you doing?
The Duval. Yeah, we're feeling good right now, man. 7-game winning streak. We're just one win away from locking up this AFC South. It shouldn't be this hard, though. The Texans just don't want to lose and give us any breathing room. But luckily, we don't have any more winning streaks to really go on. We just need to win one more game against the dreaded Titans. So, yeah, hate week is real. And hopefully we can lock up this division at home on Sunday.
All right. Looks like that's the way it's headed. Ruben, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling dangerous. The Houston Texans continue to do what they've been doing, and that is win 8 straight wins. This is the first time in Texans franchise history they go to the playoffs 3 years in a row. D'Amico Ryans makes history. I'm feeling great right now, boys.
Yes, sir. Derek, season that started out great, ended poorly. But you're still here, man. Wearing that Colts jersey. Love to see it.
Yeah, man. I am fully embracing the collapse, and I am just hoping that this will be what is necessary to finally get Chris Ballard out of the building and hope that we will see a new GM this offseason. Can't get my hopes up yet, but, you know, I'm hoping that it will be.
And Mike, listen, the Titan season basically was what you thought it would be. However, it has been pretty exciting. The final month of the regular season, the quarterback play has certainly improved. You got yourself a winning bet, so that's good. How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, despite it all, the Tennessee Titans definitely are on the up trajectory going into 2026. We do have a first-round pick to play with in the top 5. We do have our quarterback of the future. We'll figure out the coach and search as we get into January. But hey, you know, we'll just see what happens. As Dalton says, it's hate week, but we'll just put a pin in that and get to that a little bit later.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's recap week 17. And it started with the Texans and the Chargers. Very fun game, controversial at times. You know, there's some people that were upset about the NFL refereeing in this one.
Well, if anyone who should be upset, it's me. I had the more penalties on the day.
That's
who should be upset.
Hey, listen, every week, every game, you can pick apart things. All I know is the Texans beat a good Chargers team 20-16. Basically sealing their fate to get into the playoffs, and that's all that matters after starting 0-3. All the crap you took this season, long season, and here you are, playoff bound, and arguably the favorites going into things. A lot of people picking the Texans with that defense and CJ Stroud. Talk to me about what you saw against the Chargers.
Yeah, it was week 4 when you started out that episode by saying it was the Houston Texans funeral. Now look at where we are now. I'm going to quote Jalen Petrie. God is the greatest. This Houston Texans defense might be second. This Houston Texans defense, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the best in the NFL. No, it's the best in the NFL. Sacking Justin Herbert 5 times all week. I heard about how he has been overcoming his offensive line being injured since week 7. He is playing like an MVP. The guy from Check the Mic said, I'm going to put my MVP vote on Justin Herbert, and the Houston Texans made life hell for him like they've been doing all year for opposing offenses. This defensive line just continues to terrorize quarterbacks. D'Amico Ryans, he has to be up there in terms of defensive mind and defensive play caller. They walked into their trap. They took over their trap. They made life hell. They shut down the running game. Amari and Hampton did not see him whatsoever. Ladd McConkey did not see him whatsoever. You started off with your offense putting up 14 points. CJ Stroud, a bomb to Jaden Higgins, then a bomb to Jalen Noel. Now, second quarter, threw 2 interceptions. It looked ugly, but quarters 3 and 4, your offense did just enough to get you the W. But the calling card this game, the calling card all year is this Houston Texans defense. All you need from the offense is to put up 20 points. And since CJ Stroud has been back, they have been doing exactly that. And if I could give some Houston Texans fans some highlights about the offense, since CJ Stroud being back, 4 out of the last 5 games, the game has ended on the offense, getting a first down and then getting in victory formation. This Houston Texans defense has been carrying this team. It's going to carry them in the playoffs. It's going to be one of the reasons why they're representing the AFC South in the Super Bowl.
Well, listen, I have one thing to say about what I said to open that week 4, because it wasn't good on my part, man. I'm an idiot. All right. It wasn't the funeral. They fought all the way back. Congratulations to your Texans, man. CJ Stroud looks good. This defense looks absolutely amazing. And it's crazy because you said this is a Super Bowl ready defense. And you started saying that around week 8, week 9, if I remember. And you've kind of just spoken this into existence because here you are, you're in the playoffs, and this defense has its chance to take them to the Super Bowl, man. Very, very impressive stuff from the Houston Texans. Congratulations to you as a content creator. I know how much fun the playoffs are when you create content. So happy for you, man.
Yeah, no, it's great. And, this defense is going to continue what it's been doing, and it's not even at its full form. Just wait till DeMeco Ryans gets his defensive tackle and gets to draft his linebacker, then it's going to be twice as good. But it's carrying this way going forward. It's being compared to the Legion of Boom. It's being compared to those Rex Ryan defenses, those defenses in the early 2000s with the Baltimore Ravens. We have an opportunity to do something special with this defense.
All right.
But
well,
Ruben, are you really confident in an offense, though? I mean, 2 touchdowns on blowout plays and then only got 6 points. I don't know. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm not trying to talk shit. Right. The reason why I can't fully buy in on the Texans is because I don't know about the offense, man. I don't know if you have to get into a shootout and you have the guys have to come from behind if CJ Stroud is going to be able to do it against some of these better teams out there.
There is no shootouts, Dotson, with this Houston Texans defense. And it's been that way all year. And this is not just any number 1 defense. This is an historically good defense. And like I said, all you need is 20 points from the offense. And they've been doing exactly that since CJ Stroud returning. And they've been doing that against playoff teams. This is an historic defense, man. It's our superpower. We don't get into shootouts. We shut you down.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays come playoff time. Gosh, this channel would love nothing more than a third matchup between the Jags and the Texans. And let's talk about those Jacksonville Jaguars. Very hard-fought game against the Colts. Colts, if nothing else, have been pesky down the stretch. It just hasn't resulted in wins. But the Jaguars all but sealed the destiny of winning the division by beating the Colts on the road. Fun game to watch for sure. Trevor Lawrence has been on a heater as of late. Very, very good team. Well-rounded team. Good special teams. Good offense. Good defense. I mean, the Jaguars they're here, man. They are here, and it looks like they're going to win the division. Dalton, talk to me about what you saw from your Jags against the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, it was a weird game for sure because obviously last week the Jaguars had this big win in Denver against the Broncos, and there was, a big high from that. But I think there was a little bit of a hangover going into Indy back-to-back road games where, in this game the Jaguars were at one point down 10-0, right? The Jaguars, eventually wound up winning 23-17. But there was just some weird things happening in this game. I mean, 2 red zone turnovers in the first half, just a lot of self-inflicted stuff, which is kind of the story of the Jaguars season. A lot of the Jaguars losses have been just the Jaguars doing stupid things that shoot themselves in the foot. But overall, it's been a really good year. And you win a game, by 6 points. Like, you can't blow out every team. Obviously, a little bit closer than you'd like, but I'm of the kind of person that I've seen my team lose a lot of football games, so I am not going to complain about any win that the Jaguars get. So, this time last week, the Jaguars they'd had clinched this time last week. I just wasn't really able to talk to you guys. So, it's been a great year. Obviously, 4-13 last year. The Jaguars not only doubled their win total, but tripled their win total, sitting at 12-4 right now. Trevor Lawrence, it was like a make or break year for him. He has 35 total touchdowns on the year, also third best odds to win MVP. He won't win MVP because it's too hard to catch Matt Stafford right now, but just being third in the MVP race is pretty outstanding for a guy that, I was making a lot of excuses for. A lot of people were kind of hating on, but man, he's really proved it this year exactly what great coaching and what having a good support system around you can do. So yeah, Jaguars 12-4. They take care of business against the Indianapolis Colts, sweep the Indianapolis Colts. So I think Trevor Lawrence is now 7-2 all time against the Colts. So a nice little victory lap I can take over there. So yeah, it doesn't matter who the DC is. I know early on in the year, Derek said, "Oh, it's Gus Bradley's defense," but now Lou Anarumo, he's got him covered too. So yeah, with that said, it's been a fun year so far. Job's not done. AFC South isn't even done. Had to beat the Texans at home, but regardless, the Jaguars will be in the playoffs. So I really can't wait to see what kind of noise this team can make.
This team could win 13 games, literally reverse of what they did. And you guys made a huge trade to go up and get Travis Hunter. He hasn't even been a part of this whole thing yet. I know that you guys don't have the first round pick next year, but you essentially are getting a first round guy back and added into this offense/defense, whatever he ends up playing. The future of this team seems to be pretty bright. And Liam Cohen, it sounds like you guys have found your coach. They've really gravitated to him. They like his style, the whole underdog mentality. Whatever he is doing is working. And yes, he had the awkward Duval at the beginning, but it's been nothing short of incredible. Since the bye week, really, this offense has taken off. Everything's been figured out. Trevor Lawrence is playing really good football. You got to be very happy with the season, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's been a blast. I know before the season I was like, okay, 8-9 sounds fine. Double your win total. Maybe you can push a couple more games, maybe get to 10-7 and sneak in. But we did not just sneak in. We're over here on a crazy winning streak. We're over here. We have as good of a shot as anybody to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And I really can't wait until these games start up and the Jaguars can play some playoff football, because it's been 3 years since the Jaguars have been in it. So, and this is probably the best team I've ever seen in my life. So with that said, just all the complimentary football, the Jags, the cool thing about the Jaguars right now is I really don't know there's this overwhelming weakness on the team right now. They may not have all these incredible strengths all over the place, but there's no one thing that the Jaguars are bad at. They're very good at complimentary football. And like I said, man, I can't wait to see what Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence dial up in the playoffs and see how deep we can go.
Do you think Liam Cohen deserves to be coach of the year?
I think it's between him or Ben Johnson. I know Mike Vrabel's in the mix, but the thing about Vrabel's, he's done it before, right? He's been a coach before. He's taken the Titans to the AFC Championship game. But between like Ben Johnson or Liam Cohen, those guys are basically doing the same exact thing, right? So if there was I know at one point there was a co-MVP award. I think two guys won MVP at some point. I feel like both those guys deserve it, but it'll probably go to Ben Johnson or Vrabel, because we're this little small market team in Jacksonville and we don't win these types of awards. Heck, we have hard times. We only had one freaking Pro Bowler, and that was our long snapper. We have a linebacker who leads the league in interceptions right now. We have, Trevor Lawrence playing the way he is. Only the long snapper went to the Pro Bowl. So we're not going to win any Coach of the Year awards. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, it's fitting for the whole underdog mentality headed into the playoffs. Nobody making the Pro Bowl. That's I think that bodes well for the Jaguars. I really do. So we'll see how it plays out. All right. The other half of this was the Colts losing another tough one. Derek, the season has not ended the way you wanted, but here we are. It's over. Colts officially out. We basically knew that already. It's the Riley Leonard show going forward. Brother, Talk to me about what you saw from your Colts against the Jags.
Yeah, I mean, it's same shit, different day, right? I mean, that's literally what this Colts team has done throughout this entire losing streak. They've, outside of the Jaguars game the first time around, the Indianapolis Colts have been in every single game, every single one. And they play well for a stretch of the game and just can't play complementary football, and honestly, we got lucky in the first half because, that fumble on the Jags first drive just gave the Colts the ball, right? And then obviously a couple drives later to end the half, the Jags could have tied the game up at half and could have went into it with a lot more momentum. But Lawrence threw that interception in the end zone. I think he was the Jags are the first team this year to have 2 turnovers in the red zone in the first half this season. That's a weird stat for you. But nevertheless, I mean, again, the Colts offense, they play well for a chunk of the game. And then after a certain point, you can't run the football. Phillip Rivers can't throw it deep at all. So everybody's playing up. And then, of course, the defense just can't get the stops when you need to. I mean, regardless of them only giving up 23 points, you still gave up 400 yards of offense in this game. So, I mean, it really was just another case of the Colts just are not good in the right places. I don't really care about the injury's sake. They have a chance to win every single game when they're playing, yet somehow, some way, they just find another way to lose it every week.
Was there any chance that AR-15 could play? Like,
no.
Why Riley Leonard? No, okay,
no.
Right.
They Shane Steichen, while they have said he is clear to be able to practice, he is still not 100% recovered from that eye injury. So, I mean, I've been saying the same thing. I'm like, why in the hell is he practicing if you know that he can't perform the duty as normal? Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it. They're trying to get him some reps, but what for? Like, what's the point of him getting practice reps if he's never even going to get the chance to even play? As you said, Riley Leonard is going to be the starter for this last week of the season because, they brought Phillip Rivers in to be able to try and have a chance at the playoffs still, and it didn't work out. And I mean, they already knew that going into the game, so I don't know why they even stuck with Phillip Rivers if you knew that you weren't making it in the playoffs once the Texans eliminated us from it by beating the Chargers. And even in that game, there were multiple players. Sauce Gardner re-injured the same calf that he just came back from. And so it's like, again, everybody keeps wondering, like, why in the hell did you play these guys when there's nothing to play for and they're just coming back from an injury? Like, it just makes no sense. And it speaks again to the inability of the Colts coaching staff and medical staff to be able to understand the situations that they're in. And it's another reason why Colts fans can't trust the organization and how they view things, because they're putting these guys in harm's way for no reason at all.
Any chance that Steichen gets fired?
I think it's very unlikely that Shane Steichen gets fired. I think it's unlikely that either Ballard or Steichen gets fired. Although, if you ask Colts Twitter, the majority of them will want Chris Ballard to be fired. I am one of those people. I'm 50-50 on Steichen right now. If you fire Chris Ballard and the GM that you bring in says that he wants to get rid of Shane Steichen, then whatever, I don't care. But if the new GM comes in and wants to keep Shane Steichen, then I'm all for it. I don't really care at this point. My issue with Steichen is just, I love his play calling and play design. I love those. But his game management, especially in late first half and late in game situations, he's one of the worst in the NFL at those. And that is something that can definitely get you fired as a head coach if you're not good at those.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, games are tight in the NFL, and that's how you can lose a lot of games. I do notice that it seems like the offensive genius coaches sometimes have those blunders, and Steichen is no exception to that rule. So it just seems to be the way that it is. I'm curious to see what they do this offseason, what moves they make. Obviously, we know no first round pick because of Sauce Gardner. Hopefully he's okay and can fully recover. Calves are no joke, man. They can linger, and we know that they can turn into Achilles. So you got to be
So real quick though, real quick
He
before we
sucked
move on,
anyways.
though,
Like he sucked anyways. It's not like they got anything on return. Like
also, go ahead.
Yeah, no, bro. Go ahead.
I was about to say before we move on, Derek, I think you're forgetting something, my guy.
What's up?
I think you promised us that when the Colts got eliminated from the playoffs, you're going to sing the Colts anthem.
Oh gosh.
I thought that's why you put on the jersey.
I'll do it at the end of the season. All right, I'll do it at the end of the season.
Oh, dude, come on. We're gonna be too busy.
I'll get you at the end of the season. Just gotta. I'll let you guys enjoy Roundtable while you can. You don't want to hear me sing it right now.
Let's let the chat decide. Let's let the chat decide.
Oh, I know what the chat's gonna say.
Here's what we'll do. Derek, you record it. We'll play it next week at our discretion. Sound good?
Okay.
But if you record it, bro, and no one's watching, you got to put some emphasis on it. Like you gotta.
I want like a beat. I want a beat. I want the music that the guy plays.
I want a laser shot.
Man.
Because in week 2, the noise was loud.
Oh, it was loud.
Oh, it was.
Worry about your own playoff chances, bro.
He tweeted UCF. I guess we run the division now, and then he.
Oh boy, yeah. Trust me, Derek. I was there 2 years ago. You can't talk when you're 2-0.
I know you were.
2-0.
I don't know if you guys quite had the same collapse as we did. I know it was very close, but I think
we were 8-3. We were 8-3.
Yeah, we were 8-2.
Yeah, I feel you, my dog.
Yeah.
And the Titans did it in 2022.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 out of the last 4 years, you guys had an epic collapse in this division. That's crazy. Well, speaking of those Titans, Michael, another fun game from those Titans. They lost to the Saints in a really a thriller. Cam Ward looks decent again. I mean, things are trending in the right direction. Talk to me about what you saw from your Titans versus the Saints.
Yeah, just from another standpoint of just evaluating Cam Ward, just goes out, just has a really phenomenal first half, comes out. Unfortunately, the Saints made some really good adjustments. Tyler Shough had a really solid day as well. But, as much credit as I'll give Shough, I got to say our secondary is basically Swiss cheese at this point. The only original starter we had out there in the secondary was Amari Hooker. So that's going to happen, especially when you're in the situation we're in. So I'll give props to the Saints where props is to do. But, the kid's got something there. But regardless, you played our secondary. So just pump the brakes a little bit. But however, very happy with the effort that I did see from Cam Ward in the offense. The young receivers, the tight ends continue to grow at a rapid pace. It really just gets me excited going into 2026 if we can get this coaching hire nailed. Everything, it's just continuing, just the evaluation of what I've seen so far. And Cam Ward's definitely on the upward trajectory of really just being a solid quarterback in the NFL.
Well, listen, he has 15 touchdown passes and 7 interceptions on the season. 6 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions over the last 3 weeks against the 49ers, the Chiefs, and the Saints. That's the 4th week in a row he's thrown 2 touchdown passes. So, yes, he's trending up. I did misspeak, though. The bet is not over, I don't believe. I think it was 15.5. Right now he's at 15. I think he needs 1 more touchdown. Was that the bet, the way that you remember it, Mike?
I believe it was 15. What the hell is a half a touchdown?
Okay, we'll go back. There's an over and under on those things.
This isn't a sack stat. This is touchdown stats.
Okay.
Well, it's higher or lower because if you hit right on a number, I don't know. We have to run it back. We'd have to run it back. Run back the film.
I will definitely find it and run it back if it comes down to that. If he throws one this week, it's not going to matter. Listen, he better throw one this week. But either way, I'll run back the video if I have to. I think he's going to get one, and it's probably not going to matter. But I just want to see how you remembered the bet. So just throw that out there. But I think you're going to win it either way.
Well, I mean, I've honored my end of the bet. So
All
I'm pretty
right.
sure I've just sit in silence and confidently I'll walk out just shining like gold. So there you go.
I absolutely love it. Well, listen, it's the halfway point of the show, which means we got to go over one of our sponsors. Then we got to get to our fifth panelist. We got to get through the super chats, hit our second sponsor, and then recap or look forward to rather week 18, the final week of the regular season. Then I got a couple more questions for you guys when it comes to the playoffs. But first,
Playoffs.
well, there's Cam Ward's stats. I had to look it up because, I was like, does he have 15?
Don't
Is it
swipe too
16?
much on them tabs, boy. You might show
going
us
on?
something you don't want us to see.
Oh,
No,
I
I think
don't-
I
yeah,
saw the
listen,
hub
I'm
up
not
there. I think I
worried.
saw the hub.
Yeah. You're not going to worry about
I
that.
saw
on my
that
phone.
orange and black back there, buddy.
Mhm. You heard the music? That was good. That was good. All right, let's let's go to Indy versus Houston first. There's only one choice for Indy, so Derek, you got to tell me Riley Leonard more or less on 164.5 passing yards. More
Under.
or less?
Under.
All right, we're going less.
Let's go more on CJ's.
More on CJ. All right, I love it. I love it. And then we got the Titans in the. Oh, here we go. Where is it at? Come on. Give me the touchdowns. Oh, we don't have the. How fitting would it have been, Mike, if we had the touchdowns on here? Either way, let's do this. Cam Ward, more or less on the half interceptions. Does he throw one or does he not? 3 weeks in a row without one.
I'll say he does not.
Oh, I like it. All right, let's keep it all quarterback play. Let me know, Dalton, more or less on 242.5.
We'll go more.
All right, we're going more. All right, so we're going to submit that. The picks are such. Riley Leonard, less on the 164.5 passing yards. We're going more on CJ Stroud at 219.5. We're going less on the interceptions for Ward and more on the 242.5 passing yards for Lawrence. We're going to submit that. $10 to win 114. You can play along with us. You can tail us. You can fade us, but make sure you use promo code RTS to get your 100% deposit match. You can also get a free $20 play without even making a deposit when you use that promo code RTS. Link is pinned to the top of the description. All right, let's get to our. Oh, God, we got a lot of super chats. We're not going to get to the super chats yet. So we're going to get to our callers. Our fifth member, and then we got Andre waiting backstage as well. Big Jags fan, you were here last week, brother. Talk to me, man. What's on your mind?
I believe we do win the division next week, and I believe the bet me and him had. I said he'd only get 15, and he said, "I'll do you one better." I think he beats it like at 16, but we could run it back.
Don't
Either
you
way-
play that game? Don't you play that game with me, Jag? I held my end of the deal.
No, I
Don't
am
back
holding
out
up.
on this.
I'll be
Don't
here
back
the
out
whole
on it. Be a
I'll be
man.
here.
Be a
I
man
am.
now.
But I believe it was over 15. And then remember the chat was roasting me last week because I was extreme. But remember when I said like at week 6 that Ruben's Texans would take the Colts as wild card, and then Derek about laughed me out the panel. Remember that?
No,
Oh,
I
I
remember
remember
you
Derek
saying
laughing
that they were
everybody
going to drop 40 on us, and they couldn't even get to 20. That's what I remember you saying last
Yeah,
week.
I said that. Yeah, you're right.
I remember
But-
you saying the Jags defense was better than mine.
Oh, it is better than yours.
No, it's not.
In
it
the
ain't.
past 6 weeks, the Jaguars have
No.
had the
In the
best
past,
defense.
this whole season, no
Oh,
one
yeah,
has
the
scored
whole-
more on the Texans than anyone else.
You're right. The whole season,
Colts
y'all
with
been better.
Philip Rivers. The Colts with Philip Rivers scored more points on the Jags than Justin Herbert did on the Texans defense.
But I
Justin
do
Herbert
have
scored 6 on
I
us.
do got
Justin
some
Herbert
break-
scored 6 on us. So let's not play that game. Let's
Yeah,
not play
that's-
that game.
I do got some breaking news. Derek has changed his last name to Derek Rivers. It's no longer Derek Jones.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tough.
I think it's actually Warren right now.
No, is it Leonard?
So I do have a question for Michael. Do you guys want to hire an offensive coach right away instead of waiting 4 years like the Jaguars did? Because
Why do you think I'm going to discuss that with you? I'm not giving you my game plan.
And then AR-15. Why don't they trade him? I mean, I think
He
he
has
does.
no
got some-
trade value. Why would you trade someone that doesn't have any trade value?
But for the Colts, because y'all suck. I think if you go,
I
to
mean,
the-
we're gonna
if he goes to
suck
the
even if
Steelers-
you do trade him. It doesn't matter.
yeah, if
Like, we suck
AR-15
with
goes
him,
to
we suck
Pittsburgh,
without him. It doesn't matter.
if
We
AR-15
get a
goes to
6th round
Pittsburgh, man,
draft pick out of him. That ain't gonna
if-
change nothing.
Right. So let him go play somewhere where he can actually win. If he goes to Pittsburgh or if he goes to the Browns, I think he wins. The
Bro,
Colts are holding him back.
The Browns?
The Browns.
Are you kidding me? Brother,
With
stop.
what money?
You know what's funny though is Malik Willis might be making some money from a team next year.
Right.
Former AFC
Let's
South
be the
quarterback.
Titans. The
Bro,
Titans like
we
go with
know.
him, and he's better than Cam Ward.
Seriously,
So-
bro. Are we really gonna do this?
We're doing
See, Big
this.
Jack. See, Big Jack. I was being nice with you. I was playing nice, but now you're starting to poke me a little bit, and I'm getting a little irritated.
That's my goal, man. I poke the bears. I like doing it.
The bear gonna bite, son. So watch for the teeth.
All right, my predictions next week is the Colts upset the Texans and the
Oh my god.
and the Jaguars beat the Titans.
Hey, you know what happened if that happened,
This
right?
Cam Ward legacy game is gonna be so bad, and you know what? We're gonna have UCF take the week off for the playoffs, and we're gonna bring back a big Jags fan after this Titan upset on Sunday.
Listen, I will say this. This is very fitting. Let's say it was 15.5. The fact that the Titans are playing the Jags in week 18 and he has a chance to win the bet, I think this is very, very fitting.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I
You
like
agree,
this.
Michael?
I'll agree with whatever.
So by the way, if that does play out,
Very
that
agreeable.
result, then that would mean that the Jaguars will be playing the Texans at home. So I need that game. I need that game right now.
No, that's it.
I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I need that game wild card weekend.
Well, the Texans
So
are gonna
right
keep
now we
the
can't
Texans.
see you unless we meet in the AFC Championship.
Right, the Texans won't lose to 5th place because the Bills and the Chargers are rested. So the Texans will just stay there.
Well, I
No
was
matter
doing some
what
playoff
happens.
simulator stuff, and if everything played out the way it should play out, and the Jaguars beat the Titans, and if the Colts beat the Texans, then Texans would be 5 seed, or the
Yeah, no
6
matter
seed,
what.
and then the Jags would play them as a
No,
number
at the
3 seed.
5 seed, the Texans have the best road to the Super Bowl, if I'm being quite honest.
Oh yeah, 5 seed's a
Yeah.
good spot.
Yeah,
5 seed
no.
might be the best spot right
Yeah.
now.
No, but
so,
I believe the Texans are stuck in that 5th seed because if
Yeah.
all 3 of them lose, they stay there, and if they all 3 win, they stay there.
Big
So,
Jack
no matter-
is correct. So
So the Texans will be the 5th seed because the Bills and the Chargers are resting their quarterback. So I believe they'll lose, and then they'll get to stay there.
You think Bills are losing to the Jets even with resting Josh Allen? I don't think so.
No,
I don't know. But I wish the Chargers could upset the Broncos. That'd be nice.
The Chargers ain't gonna upset anybody. They suck whenever you need the Chargers to do anything. They suck. I don't.
Oh,
The Chargers.
I want to see the Chargers and Jags round 1, man. I love
Bro,
it.
Chargers are the ultimate team where, like, if I look at them on the box score, they win. If I watch them live, they look like ass. This
Yeah,
is
but
how they are.
if everything happens like it's supposed to, and them teams stay in the same spot, we'll play the Chargers round 1.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
about
it's a
that?
possibility.
That's the
All right,
easiest thing to
big
play.
Jags fan. I got to get it to the next one, brother.
Oh yeah,
Thanks for
I
calling
agree.
in.
Yep.
All right, man. Later. All right, let's get to Andre. Let's see what he's talking. What's up,
Andre.
Andre?
What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
We got you,
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Yes, sir. Houston, Stroud House, Texan up, H is up. Y'all know what it is. Hey, man, just shout out to the AFC South, bro. It looks like it's going to be an exciting division, you know what I'm saying, coming up in the future. Cam Ward is looking extra nice. I'm not going to cap. You feel me? The Trevor
really.
Lawrence, he's looking like he's starting to pan out with, what y'all drafted all those years ago. And of course, CJ Stroud's still gonna be CJ Stroud. That's all I'm saying. His worst year, I can say his worst year of playing, and we have 11 wins. So I just think we got the best quarterback in the division. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, man, I just want to say, man, I'm very frustrated with the Colts, bro. Like, I really thought y'all was gonna win that game. I was sitting there watching it. I was a Colts fan for that game, bro. Like, I was seeing a loud house and everything. I was really excited, bro. So it's all good, though. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Hey, good teams win close games.
Nah,
Bad
but
teams
I
lose.
for sure, man. Hey, look, watch this. I got one thing though. I gotta motivate this squad, bro. And I'm not even talking about my team. My team gonna win. It's sorry, Derek. It just is what it is. We gonna win. All right. Titans. I need y'all to lock in, bruh. Cam Ward, this is your time, bruh.
Time Cam
Come
Ward.
in. Matter of fact, wear the Oilers gear. I want y'all to be real Houston up for this game. You feel me? I want y'all to be ready to go. Y'all take out these Jaguars. Don't let them score no touchdowns. No, 0 touchdowns. These people was 10-0 to Phillip Rivers, old man Rivers. We can beat them. I mean, excuse me. Y'all can beat them. Do it.
Damn, he's
bro.
claiming. I've been embraced.
Yeah, I almost messed up. I messed up
He's got
for
the
a second.
Oilers
It was
in the
my fault. Like, yeah, it was the
I've been
Oilers.
embraced
That's what
by
it was. That's
Houston.
what
I
I'm
love
talking
it.
Nah. I messed up for a second. My fault. I need y'all to lock in, Titans, bro. Real talk, bro. Y'all got it, man. Spears is nice, bro. I don't know y'all wide receivers. I don't know none of them. I'm pretty sure they're nice. You feel me? Okonkwo, nice. Everybody lock in. It's the last game of the season. Y'all show off and do your thing. That's all I'm gonna say, man. The Texans, we gonna win. We already know what it is. We can pretty much put our third string quarterback in and just have a good third string quarterback fighting for the Colts, and yeah, that's gonna happen.
All right, Andre. His Tennessee Titans are gonna win this week. I'm just like, that was fun, man. That was a really good time. All right, we got one more.
I'm just so happy that we have a Texans fan calling in because we've had every other fan base calling besides the Texans.
Well, we got Biggs 904.
At this time, everyone's getting home. So appreciate that, Andre.
Like,
well, we got another
that
call.
one Titans guy called in 3 or 4 times. What was his name? Titan Rossi? He called in the Patreon hotline.
Nice, man. Well played. All right, Biggs 904. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Duval.
Oh my God.
Duval.
What's going on, guys? We'll say Happy New Year to everybody. But first things first, shout out to my boy, UCF Jaguar, baby. Let's go. Next thing, Derek, who cares? Colts lost. Go drink some Yoo-Hoo and cry.
Damn, he's got his water.
I hope I was about to say slam it, Derek. Just
Nah, man, I ain't
But
slamming.
I think that's vodka.
Nah, but for real, man, Jack, we gonna beat the Titans on Sunday. Man, go take care of business with the Chargers first round, and then whoever else, I don't even care. It's Duval versus everybody. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna call it right now. Calling it. Let's go.
Right now. Clip it. Biggs 904. Super
Clip
Bowl
it.
right here.
Super Bowl.
December
I
30th.
love it.
Let's do it.
I love it, Biggs. I love it, man. Way to call your shot. Well, we'll see how it goes, man. Thanks for calling in. 3 calls. You gotta love it. All right, we got one more here. Let me share this. Maybe.
Phone line's buzzing today.
Nope. I know. Hold on a
We
second.
have Titans Rossi calling in.
you son of a bitch! How'd you know?
You're like, hey, man, I want this guy to do good for my fantasy team.
When was the last time we saw Rossi?
Is he okay?
Rossi, we love you, and we're just giving you a shout out right now.
Is he
We do
okay?
love Rossi. We
Has
do
someone
love
checked in
Rossi.
on
He's
him?
good.
Okay.
He'd be
He's
working.
Good. He's good.
He'd be working.
All right, man. Listen, RotoWire, promo code RTS for 15% off. It is the ultimate fantasy football tandem tool. Now, fantasy football should be over, and if you're playing fantasy football in week 18, your league needs a setting change, let me tell you. But what is still alive is your degeneracy, and we're already degenerates over here. We just talked about Sleeper, and in tandem with that, you can go to Picks and Props. You can go to Daily Fantasy Pick'em. You can go to Sleeper or whoever it is that you use, and you can use the AI algorithm to help you make your picks. And I'm telling you, these things are very, very accurate. They've gotten me a few wins as of late. So, for example, they got Ted McMillan, more than 54.5 receiving yards. They love that. Rico Dowdle, they love on the less for his rushing and receiving total. They've got college football. You're going to see basketball in here. Whatever it is that you want to play, they've got you covered. They give you the more or lesses, and they give you the confidence level. RotoWire, link is in the description. Check them out. 15% off when you use promo code RTS. All right, guys, we got 29 super chats. Let's bang through these things.
Damn.
And then we'll get to our week 18. Super Chat's been crazy, bro. We had
Nice.
over 130 on the NFC West Roundtable. We've got 30 here tonight. These things are going crazy. Fans are definitely rabid for the playoffs, so love to see it. And Clemson's going to be half these because he hates Derek's guts. So Clemson says 7-2. Trevor owns Derek. Gotta love that. Sam says Texans and Jags are the best teams in the AFC.
It's true.
It might be
Find
true,
out they're
to be
definitely
honest.
the hottest teams. That's for damn sure. Paul Wilson says, "Doggummit, maybe next year for the shoe." Still
Thanks,
keeping
Paul.
the hope alive.
It's a tough division, man.
JB says, and the ice mocha latte crack before my take goes to big Jags fan for his horrid take on the Chargers versus the Texans. 40 points. Get the F out of here.
JB the Annihilator. What a name.
I smoke a lot. I don't know. I don't understand that one.
He came with business.
Clemson says, defense so good, Stroud owes the D his extension.
So great.
Wow, a comment that's not directed at me. Holy shit!
I know that's a first, right? Who is that guy? Sam says, Mike, are the Titans seriously considering Matt Nagy? Laughing my ass off. Are they considering Matt Nagy? Is that a real thing?
Honestly, I think it's just a name that's going out, especially with Matt Nagy's situation. His contract's up with Kansas City.
Mm.
I think they're going to move on and probably get Eric Bieniemy to take over the offensive coordinating position. So I think his agent's out there just doing damage control, trying to puff up his guy.
Is he
You know.
back with Kansas City? Bieniemy?
No.
He's with Chicago right now,
Oh.
so he's definitely an option if they want to go a different direction. So Matt Nagy, I think he gets an interview. Probably about that's it.
What you think? You think Mike McCoy could be in the running for head coach?
No, they're definitely moving on.
Wow. Raging Cajun says he's a new member. Appreciate you, Raging. Appreciate you. Frank Z says, yes, the Texans offense is all right. Listen, dude, I
Ooh,
can't.
the R
You're
word.
about to get me in
The
trouble.
R word.
You can't. Jeez, man. You
We're
know,
about to
this is
clip that.
cancel. This is cancel
Hey, look, it's
culture.
coming back. Okay, it's coming back. What do you think?
I was
Golly, I
just
mean-
about to clip Jesse.
Jeez, man, you're gonna get me in trouble over here. Logan Taylor says, "Can we hear Big Jags fan excuse for his statement?" I think he was just on, so we heard from him. He's good.
I think he
Eric
owned it. I think he
says-
owned it.
Oh, here we go. Another Liam Cohen, Coach of the Year. Jags got attitude. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Good to see.
Yeah, he won't win it because we're the Jaguars, but it's all good. We'll win the Super Bowl. It's fine.
Fair. JB Allen, the Annihilator, back says CJ Stroud will go on a Flacco Baltimore playoff run.
And then
Ooh, that
this
would be nice.
defense
You-
will be etched into history as one of the best ever. Sounds great.
Yeah, that's Super Bowl right there. You got to love that. Tazewell says praying for a Texans Jags AFC Championship game so the Texans can silence all these weird ass Jags fans. Y'all are frauds.
It's going to be
Oh,
an insane week if that does happen.
I just need it because look, the Jaguars played the Colts or the Texans 2 months ago. Obviously, they lost to Davis Mills. Jags have been undefeated since then, and all Texans fans want to do is bring up that game. Like, okay, awesome, we've moved on. Hopefully, you guys have moved on. That was November 9th, and they're flexing.
I
about
don't
the
think
Davis
anyone's
Mills
mentioning
thing.
that game.
Bro, everybody.
I think if
mentioned
there's
that
anyone,
game.
it's Jaguars fans mentioning Houston Texans.
No, dude.
That's
All the Texans fans mentioning Davis Mills. It's all in my mentions, bro. I'm telling you. They're all out in the comment section right now. They say it more than you think.
See a lot of Duvals.
Clemson says, can we replay Derek talking ish to UCF and Ruben?
Oh, the Colts start winning some games, and maybe I will.
That's gonna go in the rafters.
Yeah. That video.
We're definitely hanging that one. We're playing that one next year too. Shaggy the Waggy says, just a late these names are great. Just a late reminder. I was 10 years old the last time the Colts beat the Jags in Jacksonville. Now I'm 21 in my second year in the Army.
Oh man.
Wow.
It's been a long time, Derek.
Wow.
That's sad. Bad.
Derek, how old were you,
Bad,
Derek?
man.
How old were you last time?
I think I was 15.
Wow.
I think
You couldn't even drive a car.
16.
And now look at you. You're a professional YouTuber.
Were y'all driving at
Sam's-
15 or 18?
I had my license at 16.
I know Mike was driving at 12. Back then, they didn't have any laws, you know. So it was just free whipping.
What's this license bullshit y'all talking about?
I feel like Mike probably grew up in like Cuba. They had licenses when they were like 10, and he's riding dirty.
I'm the whitest Cuban you'll ever meet.
Look, I live in Florida. Cubans are pretty white. Okay, so we'll see about that.
Dude, you're orange. Let's be honest.
I am orange. I'm a Florida boy. That's how I am.
There you go. Only glaring weakness from Sam says would probably be our defense for Jacksonville. Not a huge fan of bend but don't break, but no complaints here. Yeah, I don't know that you guys have a glaring weakness. I think you guys are one of the most well-rounded teams in my opinion, but might be your weakest point, but I don't think it's a glaring weakness. Tay says Jags struggled versus Phillip Rivers, barely won, laughing my ass off.
But we won, right? We won. And all that matters.
'Tis is. John says Jags don't have any Pro Bowlers because they already know we're going to the bowl. Duval.
Yeah, we won't need a Pro Bowler.
Raging Cajun says Texans came back down 19 in the fourth with Davis Mills. Stop doubting Houston. Question the defense or the head coach with 0 playoff wins. Question sunshine when it matters. CJ to playoff wins. Trevor 1.
Yeah, you guys love it, man. But if you guys want to talk about Trevor Lawrence versus Davis Mills, yeah, Davis Mills won this year. But what about Trevor Lawrence versus CJ Stroud this year? We'll leave it at that.
I mean, if I can continue my fan is propaganda.
Go on.
And they did me dirty right there. Hey, Nico Collins fumbled. Right when Texans were about to tie. No, but I need the rematch back. I need it.
Yeah, we need to run it back, bro. We need to run it back.
Clemson says jingle bells, Derek smells, Colts laid an egg. Buckle in, Derek. Put some respect on my QB when you say his name. 7-2. Enjoy Cancun with 0 first-round picks.
Can you even go to Cancun with 0 first-round picks?
I don't know the rules. I don't know how it works there.
I mean, I think you can go to Daytona Beach, but definitely not.
Galveston's pretty good.
Yeah, you're going to the shadiest part of Galveston then.
Daytona Beach. Yeah. Maybe you can go inland. Maybe you can go, I don't know. Like, with
go
that
hang out on the Gulf of America.
Maybe Jackson, Mississippi.
Biggs 904 says, Derek, who cares? The Colts lost. Drink Yahoo and cry. Didn't you call in and say that? Golly, man. He got you twice.
I just had to say it twice.
Clemson is better says Titans cry watching Jackson dart and shook.
Playing bad secondaries and being in the blue tent? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that, especially Jackson Dart. So Smoking Good says, could you imagine if the schedule gods had the Texans and Jags week 18 flex primetime AFC South on notice? Go Texans. Nice run, little brother.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll take the AFC South belt this year.
Cryovic says Colts should sign Willis, re-sign AP, and focus on building their defense. Maybe then we can catch up to the Jags.
Illegal. That'd be crazy.
I mean, Colts need a new starting quarterback every week. Every year, Colts need a new
Where's Gardner Minshew doing?
He tore his ACL. He's out. Yeah. They'll have to wait.
I thought it wasn't torn. I thought they just shut him down, but it wasn't torn.
No, maybe the hope is still alive. Maybe the hope is still alive.
The last quarterback Pro Bowler for the Colts.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew.
This is true. Sam says big Jags fan is D1 rage bait. Laugh my ass off. That's awesome. Clemson is better says worry about your own playoff chances. Derek.
Yo, Derek, can you just say that? Can you just say that real quick?
Say that in every single Roundtable episode. He says it 2 or 3 times in the chat and in a super chat.
Derek, that can be your what do they call it? Your catchphrase.
Dude, that's a t-shirt idea right there.
Yeah, it very much is. We need
you can put that on the rafters.
Worry about your own playoff chances with my picture on it.
Yeah, 2025. Worry about your own playoff chances.
There's an idea for the round.
Lucas Oil.
Oh my gosh, that's almost as good as this. Almost as good as this.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
And he coached the Colts.
That's so fitting down the stretch, by the way, for your Colts.
Derek, when was the last time you won a game? What was the date?
I don't even remember what was
Atlanta
what was week
overseas,
10? What
right?
week
Was that
10?
it?
I have no idea.
Dude, so how about this, guys?
Stranger Things wasn't even out yet.
I turned 32 years old on November 11th. We're 7-0 since my birthday.
Ooh.
I like
Right?
it. I like it.
Okay. Okay.
Clemson is better says Stroud will be Stroud, aka carried by the defense.
It's an historic defense, man. I'll be carried by that any day of the week. Just win, baby, right? Just win.
That's right. Crease says, why are Texans fans so obsessed with Jags fan successes? Y'all do not want these problems. Mills has a better shot at beating the Jags than chicken shit Stroud.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Paladin says, Jags going to show the world who we are this playoffs. We are the best team in the AFC, not just the best defense.
It's going to be cinema. It's going to be cinema. I can't wait. This is the best I felt about any Jaguars team in my life, so it's going to be fun.
I like it. Matt says, Jags going to beat what, by 30? 30? Okay.
I could see that. I mean, what was it last time? Like 26-6 or something? 26-9? We can do that.
Paul says, with the 15th pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Jets select F my life and fire Ballard.
Thank you, Paul. You get it.
That's about right.
It's gonna sting worse when you guys are picking the top 5 next year, and it's gonna be New York's pick.
We ain't gonna be picking in the top 5 unless changes are made.
It's going to be worse if Chris Ballard is making that pick in 2028.
I know, which is exactly why he shouldn't be the one doing that.
I don't know, man. I like him. Keep him around.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Extend him.
God of Chair says Seminoles are ass, Gators are ass, Bucks are ass. A lot of new Jags fans.
I think this guy's from Florida.
Sounds like it. Cree says Arande Gatson was a little disappointing last week, dropping ish. We're going to run it back. Riley Leonard to Tyler Warren, belt to ass.
I love it.
I will say Riley Leonard is better than Phillip Rivers. I don't know why they didn't play Riley Leonard last week because he can actually throw the ball downfield.
Yeah, I mean, he can, but can he actually make the throws that need to be made, though? That's the problem.
Because I was impressed with Riley Leonard when he came in the little bit against Jacksonville. Like, he wasn't, like, awful, right? I think with maybe a week with preparation, of course, it's probably not going to come against the Texans. It's a tough first start, but I think you might have something there.
We'll have to see.
Noah says, just remember the Simpsons predicted the Jags to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and they are creepily good at predicting things. Just saying.
Oh, snap. The Simpsons did it.
Interesting.
But did they win?
IXM says T-Law and order, baby. Duval to the Super Bowl. Garfield says, am I crazy for thinking that the Chargers are the most favorable playoff opponent possible for Houston and they barely beat them? Would be concerned.
Not concerned at all. Made them look silly twice already. 0-2 against the Houston Texans is Justin Herbert.
Big Jags fan says Trevor 7-2 versus the Colts. CJ is 4-1. Derek, please tell me how the Colts will be competitive in this division in the next 10 years. You are screwed, buddy.
We'll be screwed as long as Chris Ballard is the one making the decisions.
Corey says Derek doesn't deserve the strays. The Colts do, though.
I don't know about that.
I think even Derek,
says
whoever that was
definitely
thank
deserves the
you very much.
strays. He wasn't
One time
humble,
I
so
get
there you
somebody
go.
to have my back. Thank you.
I think Derek knows he deserves the strays.
I was
He
definitely
probably
a
does.
little too hype in the first 8 to 9 weeks.
I mean, 2-0,
who'd
you
have
guys are
ever
going to the
thought
bowl.
that we would be on a historic collapse like this? I'd have never thought.
I mean, you were like this after 2-0, bro. It didn't even take
Yeah,
8-2.
and we lost 2 games in a stretch of 8 games after that. So, of course.
Chris Channel says Parker Washington will put up 200 yards on Houston in the playoffs. He'll give you a nice Penn State pearly ass whooping. That'd be wild.
In all honesty, I don't think the Jags and Texans would play unless they reach the AFC Championship.
That's it. That's just the only way.
We got to see it. It has to happen. IXM says Texans talk about playoffs, yet they have never even been to an AFC Championship. Little bro D's These butts. What?
These butts.
What? Raging Cajun says, what about CJ versus Trevor Lawrence career-wise? Let's talk about that. What about CJ versus Trevor for their careers-wise? He said it twice. All right, let's talk about that. He's talking to the other guy who brought it up this year. Tay says, take away T-Law's first option, and he goes hero ball. Well, it's been working. I'll tell you that right now. The FTX says, Derek, I seem to remember Dalton predicting the Colts would not make the playoffs in week 2, but he even has the clip. Duval.
Oh man, everything aged so well in that clip for everybody but Derek.
I think you even said it later when you said after the bye week that they were going to collapse. So
yeah, I was calling it. I mean, it was pretty obvious when you looked at the schedule. They were beating up on little fourth graders. Once they played some real men, they had some issues.
Sam says the super chat before me about T-Law's first option is just horribly wrong. Laugh out loud. Let's be so for real here. Okay. Clemson is better says all these people adding Trevor is your QB in the MVP talks.
Probably
he
not.
Definitely is. He definitely is. He's earned
third
that
highest
for
odds.
Sure. Tay says Jags fan, not Dalton, lick windows and think it's ice cream. Man, he's really going at Jags fans.
Well, I
today.
appreciate you excluding me. Every Jags fan except for
That
me.
sounds like a Florida thing, Taz. That sounds like a Florida thing.
And how do you know I don't lick windows? You don't know that.
Hey, chill out. All right, I live in Florida.
We lick windows together.
Big Jags fan says, "What do you mean, Derek? You would never thought. What do you mean? You would have never thought that we all told you, bro. Don't be like that."
Yeah, just because you all say something doesn't mean it actually is true until it happens.
True. All right, let's preview these games. We got the Colts at the Texans, 1 p.m. Eastern. Michael, I'm going to start with you. Who do you have winning this game? Colts versus the Texans.
Ruben, I mean, you got your work cut out for you, man. Derek, I hate you didn't win the game in December. I don't know what that feels like, but I hate it for you.
Couldn't be the Titans.
Hey, Mike, is it actually? I want to ask you real quick before you give your prediction. Do you think right now that the Tennessee Titans could actually beat the Indianapolis Colts right now if they played this weekend?
With their secondary the way it is, I think we could get you to overtime.
I think you guys would actually beat us, to be completely honest with you. I think you'd beat us right now. That's how bad we are. So.
I'm comfortable saying overtime. I don't know about the win. But I'll go that far.
What about a tie?
Oh,
that's bold. I would go tie. Tie's realistic.
That's like a win, essentially. All right, make your prediction, Mike.
All right, Derek, I'm going to put you out of your misery. Ruben, your boys are going to handle business. Give me the Texans in this one, 24-10.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Let's go to Dalton. How do you see this one going? Colts, Texans.
Yeah, we'll give it to the Texans. I'll go 24-10.
All right. Derek, how do you see this one going down? Can your Colts end on a high note?
No, not at all. Not at all. I love Riley Leonard and everything he stands for, but even if for some reason the Texans decide to, just rest some people, it still isn't going to be enough for the Colts. I mean, they're in shambles right now. So give me the Texans to win this one. We'll say like 24-14.
Damn it.
Just everybody 24-10. Ruben, what about you? What's your score prediction? 24-10, baby. Let's go.
That was. I'm gonna go ahead and go 24-10. Houston Texans. I'm gonna say CJ Stroud gets 3 passing touchdowns. D'Amico Ryans did say that no players were going to be resting. I don't know if that's true. I think if anyone needs rest, it's our 2 cornerbacks, Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley. They're both banged up, but I have the Houston Texans winning this game. It's the final game of the season. It's in Houston. We're going to be loud. We clinched a spot in the playoffs, and all we have to do now is just pray on the Jacksonville Jaguars' downfall.
I love it, man. I absolutely love it. Week 18, here we go. Well, we got another game to look at. Titans at Jags, 1 p.m. Eastern. Ruben, I'm going to go back to you on this one. I know you're praying for the downfall, but does the downfall actually happen?
Does it actually happen? Probably not, but I'm going to go ahead and say this is my last opportunity to steal the AFC South from the Jaguars. So I'm going to go legacy game here from Cam Ward. The score is going to be 17-14. It's going to be real ugly. Is Jacksonville going to rest anybody?
No, we got to win the AFC South, bro.
Okay. Yeah,
he was so funny.
I was like,
I mean, we're not that full of ourselves. We need the rest guys to try to win. I mean, we it's still an NFL team out here, right?
Yeah, no, I feel you. Titans upset 17-14.
I love it. Derek, what about you, man? Titans, Jags, 1 p.m. Eastern. Who do you have in this one?
There is nothing worse for the Jacksonville Jaguars than a Tennessee Titans final week of the season matchup. Doesn't matter where it is. It's a nightmare for them over the last few years.
What?
Give me an upset for the Tennessee Titans 20-17.
I love this. Mike, do you agree? The other two panelists are picking the Titans to win. Can they get it done in this one?
I love how we just keep getting in these low scoring bids, especially since the Titans have the 7th most scoring offense in the NFL right now. But, I'm just throwing that out there. Cam Ward has been on fire as of late. He's really just kicked it off since the bye week. He's found his rhythm. Our offense continues to get better. Our offensive line has played well. It's our secondary that worries me the most. And even with a good defensive line and a good core of linebackers, we just don't have the secondary to stop the Jaguars' weapons. And that's what concerns me the most. Do the Titans have an upset on them? And I mean, with the Jaguars, everything's on the line for them. They're breaking out the throwbacks. It feels like 99. And how 99 would it be if the Titans came in there and ruined everything? Dalton, as much as I want to, and I really want to, give me the Jaguars in this one, 34-24.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought we might get it. Dalton, the other two are fading you guys. Talk to me. How do you see this one going down?
Yeah, I just love how Texans fans are over there. They have to sit here and hope that the Titans can beat the Jags for them to keep the AFC South crown. It's going to be just awesome how they have to sit there and the games are going on at the same time, and they might be over here beating the Texans or the Colts, but it won't matter because the Jaguars are going to completely whoop the Tennessee Titans. The Jaguars are going to be motivated. It's at home. We're in our Prowler uniforms, and AFC South is on the line, right? It's going to be a big game here. The Jaguars are going to really make a statement here. They're going to win 34-10 and extend this winning streak to 8 games, and the AFC South will be in Jacksonville.
You don't have to Stephon Diggs me here. I gave you the win.
Hey, is that going to mess him up for the playoffs, right?
No, his arraignment isn't even until January. It's not. He probably won't get suspended till next year if anything goes down. So I think he'll be fine.
Well, real quick before we go, I love you guys. This has been a highlight of my year. It has been a highlight of my year the last 3 years. I love y'all, and I love the chat. And shout out to you, our new host. Done a fantastic job. Can't wait for
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, we'll see you guys next year. What, September is when we started back up?
September, guys. September. Let me get through these last super chats. Raging K just says, why do Jags fans always bring up AFC conference games when they lost both appearances? I wouldn't even mention that if it were me.
All right, we'll bring up the divisional round then going forward.
Chris Channel says, what makes the Jacksonville offense special is nobody knows Trevor's first option. It all depends on what the defense is in. Good luck. Clemson says 7-2. Derek, I believe that was aimed at you, sir.
I'm fairly certain, yeah.
As it always is. But you're absolutely right. This has been a fantastic year. I cannot believe we're already at the end of the season. I am very happy to have taken over as host of this show. You guys have been nothing but gracious to me. A lot of fun. You guys are hilarious. The chat's been phenomenal. We've grown so much throughout the course of the year. Right now, we have 511 watching on YouTube. If you are not subscribed, please do so. It helps out the channel very, very much. Playoffs are right around the corner. The AFC South couldn't be hotter. Two teams that are extremely hot themselves could represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Maybe even the AFC Championship could have both these teams in it. We will see. But either way, next week we will be recapping Week 18 and ultimately looking to the playoffs where the Jags and the Texans will start out their bid to make a Super Bowl run. Cannot wait to discuss it. Fellas, have a safe new year, first of all. Have a happy new year. And until next week, that's Ruben, that's Derek, that's Michael, that's Dalton. I'm your host, Jesse. We'll see you same time, same place next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Much love. Peace.
Happy birthday, Brindley.